In this video, I'm going to do a step-by-step beginner tutorial on how to trade futures using the Toobit mobile app. If you're still relatively new to the platform and you'd like to learn about some of the basic functions, like how to deposit crypto or trade on the spot market, I did make a separate tutorial for that, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that video in the description down below for anyone that might find that helpful. In this video, I'll be focusing on futures trading. I'm going to show you how to transfer your assets from your spot account and into your futures account. Then I'll take you into the futures market and get you familiar with the user interface. After that, I'll show you how to change the pairings, we'll take a look at the funding rate, how to change your margin mode, and how to adjust your leverage. Then I'm going to demonstrate some trades going long and short, using market orders, limit orders, and how you can set take profits and stop losses as well. All of that and more with some tips and tricks along the way. I also left you a link to Toobit in the description of this video as well as in the pinned comment down below. If you create an account using that link, you're going to get VIP level 2 trading fee discounts. This means that you're going to save over 30% on all your trading fees when you're trading on the futures market. You'll save over 20% on all your trading fees when you're trading on the spot market. Toobit is also often running promotions for people who are signing up for the first time. These can be nice deposit bonuses, mystery boxes, giveaways, airdrops, and more. So if you use that link when creating your account, you'll get VIP level 2 trading fee discounts for the lifetime of your account and be eligible for the current promotion, whatever that might be by the time you're watching this video. You'll also be supporting my channel at no extra cost to you. This video is not financial advice and is for educational purposes only. Always do your own research before ever using an exchange, including the Toobit exchange. Also left you some timestamps in the description down below, so at any point feel free to skip to a section that might be most relevant to you. Let's get into the video. If you're watching this video on your computer, you can come down to the pinned comment down below and click on this link right here. That'll bring you to this page here where you can create an account using an email, or you can use a phone number. Simply choose an option that works best for you, come up with a good password, make sure to read through the terms of service. If everything looks good, check this box here, then click on create account. I'll point out at the time of making this video, there is a promotion that is currently running, and you can get up to 30,100 in USDT as welcome bonuses. So the more you deposit, the more you trade with, the more bonuses you can receive. You can use these bonuses to place additional trades, and the profits are yours to keep. Now, this promotion could be different by the time you're watching this video, but also keep in mind that anybody that creates an account using my link is also going to get VIP level 2 trading fee discounts. So you'll save over 30% on your trading fees when trading futures, and you'll save over 20% on your trading fees when you're trading on the spot market. And that's for the lifetime of your account, and is exclusive to anybody that uses my link when creating their account. And if you're watching this video on your phone, just come down to the pinned comment right here and just tap on this link. And then you can create your account using an email or a phone number. You can also download the Toobit application if you tap on the download button that's popping up at the bottom of the screen. Once you create your account, download the app, install it to your phone, and then sign into your account. If you need different download options to get the app, you can also find it inside your Toobit account. So if you're on your computer and you're signed into your account, you'll find a download button right up here, top right hand side. This little arrow, click on that. It'll drop down and you'll see a QR code. You can scan that QR code and you can download the app. If you need more download options, just click right here where it says more download options. You'll see here that you can be redirected to the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. So if you need to create an account, now's a good time to pause the video, create your account, and I'll see you on the next step of this tutorial. And here's the home page once you sign into the app. Now, if you wish to toggle the app between light and dark mode, you can do that by tapping on your profile icon, top left-hand side of the app. Then at the top right-hand side of this page, you'll see in my case, I have a little moon icon. If I tap on that, it toggles the app into light mode, but if you tap on it again, you're back into dark mode. So choose a theme that looks best to you. I'll be using dark mode for the duration of this tutorial. So I'm just going to back out of this page by tapping on this X, top left-hand side of the app. Now we're back to the home page. Before trading on the futures market, you'll have to internally transfer your Tether from your spot account and into your futures account. Now, if you have different crypto on the Toobit platform, you can always sell that into Tether on the spot market, then proceed to send your Tether into your futures account. I already have some Tether here, so I'll just be demonstrating with that. So to transfer the Tether, we're going to come down here, tap where it says Assets, bottom right-hand side. You'll find a transfer button up here near the top of the app, so we'll tap on Transfer. And this brings us over to the forum where we can internally transfer our tether between our accounts. And there's no fees to get this done. It's simply an internal transfer. You can see in my case here, I'm already set up to transfer from spot and into futures. But you'll notice you can always flip these around if you tap on these arrows on the right hand side. Now you can see I've configured this to transfer from futures and back into spot. So make sure that they're set up to transfer from spot into futures. Right here, you'll see your available balance, so you'll know exactly what you're working with. So if you want to transfer a custom amount, just tap on this box here, then type in the custom amount like so. If you want to transfer all of it, tap here on all. Once you're ready, tap down here on confirm to transfer. And I just transferred that tether from spot and into futures. If you're ready to trade futures, you can tap on this button right here that says trade at futures. But for now, I'm going to tap here on close. Now when we come up here to the top of the app and tap where it says futures, you can see that the tether is now in my futures account. So now I'm ready to trade on the futures market. To trade some futures, we're going to come down here, bottom of the app, and tap where it says futures. That'll bring you to this page here. You'll be able to see your order book right here. You'll find your order panel here. And if you come down here and tap on this little arrow, bottom right hand side, just above assets, here's where you'll see the price action chart. And of course, the price action chart is showing you the asset's performance over a selected time frame. You'll see your time frames at the top of the chart here. And in my case, I'm currently set to a 4-hour time frame. This means that each candlestick I'm looking at down below represents 4 hours of time. If you want to look at a different time frame, just tap on the time frame you wish to view. So let's go ahead and tap here where it says 1D. Now I'm looking at a daily time frame. That means each one of these candlesticks down below represents 1 day of time. When you're done with the price action chart, you can minimize it by tapping on this little arrow right here. So in my case, right next to where it says 1M. And right here is the order book. That's showing you where market participants have placed their orders to open long positions, short positions, or take profits on their open positions. And they're doing this by using limit orders, which I'll be demonstrating in this tutorial. On the top side of the order book in red, we have the price points that market participants have placed their orders to open short positions or their take profits on their long positions. Down here in green, we have the price points where traders have placed their orders to open long positions or their take profits on their short positions. The price point in the middle of the order book right here is called the mid price, and that's the price point that the asset is currently trading at. When a market participant comes along and executes a market order, they're matched up with the best available price off the order book and the trade is executed immediately. And I'll be demonstrating market orders in this tutorial as well. Here on the order form is where you can open and close positions, and you'll be able to see your different order types if you tap right here. So in my case where it says limit order. Then your different order types are going to pop up down below, and of course I'll be demonstrating some of these in this tutorial. So I'm just going to tap here on cancel for now. Now you'll find your pairings right here. So you can see in my case, I'm set to Bitcoin versus Tether. But if you tap on that, here's where you'll find all the different pairings that you can trade on the platform. If there's a specific pairing you're looking for, you can always tap on the search bar and then you can search for it. So if I wanted Ethereum, I'll type in ETH, ticker symbol for Ethereum. There it is. We'll tap on that. Now you can see I've switched this over to trading Ethereum versus Tether. If I want to get back to Bitcoin, I'll just tap on that again. I can see Bitcoin at the top, so I'll tap on that. Now I'm back to trading Bitcoin. So that's how you can change your pairings. Now just above your order panel, you'll see your funding rate. And you can see at the time of recording that there's a positive funding rate of 0.0017%. This means that anybody holding a long position is paying that funding rate to anybody holding a short position. If you ever see a negative funding rate, that means traders holding short positions are paying the funding rate to traders holding long positions. You'll notice a countdown timer right next to the funding rate. So this funding period here has 5 hours and 34 minutes remaining. So if that countdown reaches 0 and the funding rate is still positive, then anybody holding a long will be settling that funding rate with anybody holding a short. If that funding period countdown timer hits 0 and it's a negative funding rate, that means anybody holding a short position will be settling that funding rate with anybody holding a long position. Now, it's a good idea to always pay attention to the funding rate. If the funding rate gets really high, it becomes expensive for traders to hold on to positions. And if it gets high enough, sometimes that can happen at an inflection point in the market. So if you ever see a really abnormally high funding rate, that could be an indicator that the market is getting ready to move in the other direction, whether that's for a brief period of time to reset the funding rate, or maybe it's getting ready for a correction or a bounce, either way. So it's always a good idea to pay attention to the funding rate. Now this funding rate right here is a fairly low funding rate for Bitcoin, so it wouldn't be a canary in the coal mine. But if you ever see a really high funding rate on Bitcoin, and sometimes you'll see them on altcoins, that could be a sign that there's going to be an inflection point in the market. And just above the order book is where you'll find your margin mode as well as your leverage. You'll see in my case here, I'm set to isolated margin, trading on 5x leverage. Yours might say cross. Now, if you want to change your margin mode, just tap on it. So in my case, I'm going to tap where it says isolated, and here's where you'll find your different margin modes. At the time of making this video, you have cross margin as well as isolated margin, and a brief description of what each margin mode is. But in a nutshell, cross margin mode means that Toobit will be using your entire futures account balance as collateral across all of your open positions, whether you have 2 open positions or 5 open positions. If you get liquidated on cross margin, you'll be losing your entire futures account balance. Now, in some cases, cross margin can help prevent liquidation. For example, let's imagine you have 2 trades open. You have a long position on Bitcoin, so you're betting on the price of Bitcoin to go up, and you also have a long position on Ethereum, betting on the price to go up. Let's imagine that the price of Bitcoin is increasing and that trade is going favorably and into the profit for you. But at the same time, maybe your Ethereum trade is going against you, so the price of Ethereum is coming down, putting you in a loss. The profits from your Bitcoin trade will be temporarily offsetting the losses from your Ethereum position. So in some cases, cross margin can help prevent liquidation. But you can always use stop losses to further prevent liquidation as well. And that's a good part of proper risk management. And I'll be demonstrating stop losses in this tutorial. On isolated margin mode, what this means is only what you put into a position as collateral is used as collateral. So each position is independent from one another. So if one of your positions gets liquidated on isolated margin mode, you'll only lose the collateral that you put into that position, not your entire account balance. Unless you put your entire account balance into one particular position. But remember, you can always set stop losses to avoid being liquidated as well. Now, being that this is a beginner's tutorial, I'm going to leave this on isolated margin mode. But in the future, maybe I'll make another tutorial briefly demonstrating trades using cross margin. Both these margin modes certainly have their pros and cons. So I'm going to tap here on isolated. And of course, above the order book, I'm still set to isolated margin mode. Now, if you want to change your leverage, just tap on it. So in my case where it says 5x. And here's where you can adjust your leverage. You can tap on this box right here. You can type in a custom amount if you wish, then tap on done. Or you can use the slider bar down below. You can adjust it to whatever you want. I'll just go ahead and set this to 2, tap on done. Now, 2x leverage on isolated margin mode means I can put on position sizes 2 times bigger than the collateral needed to open the position. If I was to change this to 5x like so, this would mean I can put on position sizes 5 times greater than the collateral needed to open the position. If I was using cross margin, 5x leverage would mean I can put on position sizes 5 times greater than my futures account balance. If I was to switch it back to 2 and I was using cross margin, this would mean I can put on position sizes 2 times greater than my futures account balance. But of course, I'm on isolated margin mode, so I'm going to be leaving this on 2x, and I'm going to tap on OK. And if you come above the order panel, you'll see I'm at isolated margin mode using 2x leverage. Now, yes, leverage can maximize your gains, but it's important to understand that leverage also maximizes your losses or can get you completely liquidated. If you're using a high amount of leverage, you can get liquidated faster than a fart in a hurricane. So always keep that in mind. Now, that's not to say that traders aren't successful using high amounts of leverage. There's traders that do that for sure. But if you're a beginner, just understand the risks of using high amounts of leverage. And of course, use stop losses as proper risk management whenever you're placing your trades. I'll be talking more about leverage as we move through this tutorial. First, I'll demonstrate a market order. These order types are nice and simple. They'll execute immediately at the best available price off the order book, whether you're opening a long position, betting on the price to go up, or opening a short position, betting on the price to go down. So what we would do is we'd choose the pairing we wish to trade by tapping right here. Then of course, choose the pairing you want to trade on. I'll leave this on Bitcoin. Choose your margin mode, and then choose the leverage you wish to use for your trade. Then we'll come over here to the order panel. We'll tap right here where it says limit order, and then we'll come down here and tap on market order. Now we need to choose the size of the trade we wish to open, and we can do that in this box right here. Now you'll notice my box is quoted in USDT, so if you want to change that, you can tap right here. And you'll notice that you can do by size, so in the underlying asset, you can do order by nominal value, or you can do order by cost. Choose whatever works for you by simply tapping on it. I'll just close this out. So I can type in a custom amount into this box, like so if I wish. But you can also use this slider bar down below. So if I was to slide that up to 47%, that's going to put 47% of my available balance into this particular trade. If I slid this up to 100%, that'd put 100% of my available balance into the position. For this demonstration, I'll tap on this box and let's just go ahead and do 100 tether. We'll tap on done. And then once you're ready to open your position, you'd come down here, you'd tap on open long if you're betting on the price to go up, or you tap on open short if you're betting on the price to go down. I'll just do a long position here. So I'll tap on open long. Now you'll get your order confirmation where you can confirm the details are what you intended. Now you'll notice right here it says liquidation price. So in my case, I have a liquidation price of $52,472. This means that if this trade went against me and Bitcoin came all the way down to $54,472, this position would be liquidated and I'd be losing all the collateral that I put into this position. Now this can change greatly if you're using more leverage, and I'll quickly show you that. So I'm just going to close this out. Let's come back up here to the leverage. I'm going to tap where it says 2x. And I'll go ahead and just set this to 25x leverage. I'll tap on done and OK. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to open this position by tapping here on open long. We're getting our order confirmation details. Now you'll see where it says liquidation price has now come up to 100,737. So as you can see, price doesn't have to go as far against me in order for this position to get liquidated. So the more leverage that you use, the closer your liquidation price is going to be to your entry price. So another good consideration when choosing the amount of leverage you wish to use. So I'm just going to cancel this again. I'm going to come back up here, tap where it says 25x, and I'm going to bring this back down to 2x, like this. Done. Okay. Now let's go ahead and open the long position. So I'm going to tap here on open long. The details look good, so I'm going to tap on buy open long. And that long position just opened immediately at the best available price off of the order book. Now you'll be able to see all your open positions right down here. You'll see a little positions tab if you tap on that. Now we'll scroll this down just a little bit. Here's where you'll see the details of all your open positions. And you can see my Bitcoin position right here, and it's getting absolutely wrecked. I'm down not even 1 cent of tether. Now from here, if you want to add a take profit and stop loss to your open position, you can do that by tapping right here on TPSL. In this box right here that says take profit, you can choose a price point that you wish to take profit. So just for a demonstration, I'll tap on that box. And let's just imagine I'm targeting 110,000 per Bitcoin. We'll just type that in like this. Then we'll tap on done. Now we can see right here that Toobit is estimating how much profit I would receive if the price of Bitcoin came up to 110,000, closing this position in profit. Now we can go ahead and set a stop loss as well. So we'll tap right here where it says SL trigger price. And just for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I decided to set a stop loss at 99,000. We'll type it in like this. We'll tap on done. Now we can see right here that Toobit is estimating how much tether I'm going to lose if the price of Bitcoin was to fall, hitting 99,000 and triggering my stop loss. Once you get your take profit and stop loss set up the way that you want it, come down here and tap on confirm. Now I've just set a take profit and a stop loss for this open position. So if the price of Bitcoin comes up to 110,000, Toobit is going to close this position in profit. But if the price of Bitcoin falls to 99,000, Toobit is going to be closing my trade in a small loss. Now, if you want to see the details of your take profit and stop loss, you can see it right here where it says TPSL, but you can also tap here on open orders. Then tap here on TPSL. And here's where you'll see your take profit and stop loss. If you want to cancel these individually for whatever reason, you can tap on cancel next to the one you wish to cancel, or you can tap here on cancel all to cancel both of them. Then tap on confirm. And I just removed that take profit and stop loss. Now, if you wish to manually close your position at any point, you can tap right here on positions. And you'll find your manual closing options right here. You'll see there's reversals, there's close, and then there's flash close, which is this little lightning bolt. So reversal means that Toobit will close your current position and open the same size position with the same leverage and margin mode in the other direction. So if I was to tap here on reversals, this long position would be closed immediately, and I'd be immediately entered into a short position using the same leverage, the same margin mode, and the same size. If you tap here on close, this gives you the ability to close on market. So from here, we would just use the slider bar. So if I was to slide it to say, 49%, that'd close 49% of my position. So if you just want to close a little bit of it, you could do that. Or if I wanted to close all of it, I'd slide it up to 100%. Now, if I was to tap on confirm, this position is going to close immediately at the best available price off of the order book. And then the other option is just to tap here on this lightning bolt, which is a flash close, which is very similar to a market order. So I'll tap on the lightning bolt. Then I'm going to tap here on sell close long. And I just closed that trade immediately in a very tiny profit at the best available price off of the order book. Now I'll do one more demonstration with a market order, but this time I'll show you how you can set your stop loss and your take profit while you're opening your position. And this time I'll demonstrate opening a short position, so betting on the price to go down. So we'll come over to the order panel. We'll make sure we're set to market order. If we're not, we'll tap right here. Then we'll choose market order from the options down below. Now we'll choose the size of the position we wish to open. I'll just go ahead and tap here and I'll do 100 tether. And done. Now I can set my take profit and stop loss before placing this order by tapping on this little circle next to TPSL. In this box here, we can enter our take profit, so I'll tap on that. And let's just imagine, for whatever reason, I think Bitcoin's going to come down to 99,000. So maybe I'll put that in as my take profit, just like this. Now we'll tap on this box here where it says stop loss, and here's where we can set our stop loss. For the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I want a stop loss at 105,000. Just type it in, then tap on done. Of course, choose take profits and stop losses that make the most sense to you. I'm just simply doing a demonstration to show you how the tools work. So now that I have my market order set up the way that I want it, I'm going to come down here and open the position. So I'm going to be tapping where it says open short. Now we're getting our order confirmation. We'll confirm the details are what we intended. And this time we can see our take profit target right here, and we can see our stop loss right here. So this is looking good to me. So I'm going to come down here and tap on open short. And I just opened that short position immediately at the best available price off of the order book. So if the price of Bitcoin was to fall to 99,000, this trade would be closed in profit. If it was to get above 105,000, Toobit would be triggering my stop loss, and I'd be taking a small loss in this position. Of course, we can see our open positions down here, so you can see my open position here. And under TPSL, you'll see that says view the two records, which would be the stop loss and the take profit. We can also tap here on open orders. And of course, we can see the take profit and stop loss. Again, if we want to cancel these, you can tap on cancel all, or you can tap on cancel next to the take profit or on the stop loss, whichever ones you wish to cancel. If we want to close the trade manually, we'll tap here on positions. I'm going to come over here and tap on this little lightning bolt. And I'm going to tap here on buy, close, short. And I just immediately closed that short position at the best available price off the order book. And that actually canceled my take profit and stop loss at the same time. So that's how you can use a market order. Now I'll demonstrate a limit order, and these order types give you the ability to choose a price point that you wish to enter a long position or a price point that you wish to enter a short position. But you will need the price of the asset to reach your order price before this order is going to fill and enter you into a trade. So to use a limit order, we're going to come over here to the order panel. We'll tap right here where it says market order. Then we'll tap here on limit order. Next, we need to choose a price point that we wish to enter a position. And I'll just demonstrate with a long position here. So I can see on the mid price of the order book that Bitcoin is currently trading at 104,000. And let's just imagine that I think Bitcoin's going to pull back to 99,000 before it catches a bounce and moves to a much higher price point. So maybe I want to try to place an order to open a long position at 99,000. So we'll come right here to this box that says price. We'll tap on that. And I'm going to type in 99,000, just like this. Then we'll tap on done. Next, we'll choose the size of the position. So I'll tap here where it says cost. And let's just do 100 tether again, just like this. And we'll tap on done. And just for fun, let's go ahead and add a take profit and a stop loss if this order was to fill. So we'll tap on this little circle next to TPSL. Then we'll set our take profit by tapping here on take profit. And just for fun, let's imagine that I'm targeting 110,000 if this long position fills. So we'll do 110,000 like this. Now we'll do the stop loss. We'll tap on stop loss box. And for the purposes of demonstration, let's imagine that I want to set my stop loss at 98,000. So I'll type that in. Then we'll tap on done. But once you get your limit order set the way that you want it, you'd come down here and open your position. So for me, I'm going to be tapping here on open long. And now you can confirm the details are what you intended. So in my case here, you can see my order is going to be happening at 99,000. So if the price of Bitcoin comes down, hitting 99,000, this order is going to fill me into a long position. And you can see right here that if this order fills, a take profit is going to be added at 110,000 and a stop loss will be added at 98,000. So this looks good to me. I'm going to come down here and tap on buy open long. And now I've placed that limit order onto the order book. Now, if you want to see your limit orders that you have resting on the order book, just come down here and tap where it says open orders. Then tap here on limit order. And here's where you'll see all your limit orders. And this order is going to stay on the order book until I either manually cancel it or until it fills. At any point, if you want to cancel your limit orders, just tap on cancel next to the limit order you wish to cancel. Or if you have multiple limit orders, you can tap here on cancel all, then tap on confirm. And that will cancel all your limit orders that you have on the order book. So that's how you can use a limit order. And there you have it, your introduction to trading futures using the Toobit mobile app. If you got some value out of that, don't forget to leave me a like and hit subscribe for future content. Also, feel free to check out my other Toobit tutorials, which I put together in a playlist on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And until I do, have yourself a powerful day.